Hello everyone, this is Jono from Veracity with another video in my video series. This one continuing on the analyzing your data topic, specifically on changing graph labels. So in this case, this is a follow-up to a previous video number 13 on changing canonicals using xAPI Lab. When I recorded that video, there was a way to change your graph labels. It works sometimes, it doesn't work other times. I explained that in the video. Since the release of that video, we've released a new feature and there is now a better way to handle this. So yeah, you'll want to do it this way. Also, I'll put some links about these videos in the description because there's still important context that you might want to know. Real quick caveat, this may not work in all cases in the default dashboards. This works in the custom dashboards all the time, no problem. And very soon this will work in all cases in the default dashboard. So if you're looking at a graph in the default dashboard and you're doing this and you're not seeing a change, we're aware, we're working on it. All right, so let's get into a demonstration. I am in this Learner Portal demo LRS that I've been using, and I want to go over to the analytics platform. I'm going to pop this up actually in a new window. Okay, great. So I'm going to go into the custom dashboards and scroll down to the one that we call Demo 1. And you know what? I'm going to just pick this for all time as well. Okay, great. So here, good. We're scrolled down. We're looking at top lessons. These are our top lessons. This is basically, the most used or interacted with lessons in the system. And the first one is programming for everybody. What if you wanted to change that value? That value comes from the xAPI data, and then we use that xAPI data to build up Canonicals. Again, plugging my other videos, check those out. They describe how that all works. So you're not setting these when you're creating the graphs. They're already in the data. Well, what if it's wrong? What do you do? So that other video showed you a way to do it using xAPI Lab by sending some additional xAPI data. I'm going to show you another way. So remember, programming for everybody. I'm going to come back here just to the Learner Portal demo home screen. And you'll notice over here, there's this panel. Let me just circle it for you. There is this panel. And it has a bunch of information, your statements and states and attachments and logs and stuff. If you'll notice over here, these are your canonical activities. There's 340 different activities in here. And if I click on that link, it will take me to the canonical description of all of those activities. So you see here, here's all of our IDs. Here's what the displays are that are associated. This is what type the thing is. So, we have a thing over here that has this ID /xAPI Lab. The display is creating and storing your own first statements with lab, and this of type this ontology /content. Now, what we wanted, though, is the thing that started with programming for everybody. Programming for... Great. And now we've done a search, and we've kind of found our one item here, programming for everybody, getting started with Python. So if this value is wrong and we want to change it in a graph, we have to change the canonical representation. However, if you send an xAPI statement and then you change it again and then you change it again, it'll just keep changing over time. And the little bar on your graph, the name will keep changing over time. So if you want to override what is sent in the xAPI, you go over here to this Actions menu, click Edit, and we'll call this Programming for You. So we've changed the name because this is a better name for some reason. In a future video, I'll get into metadata and hidden, also pretty cool stuff. But for now, let's just override the name and we'll click Edit this activity. Okay, now we have done that. So not a big deal. In this view, doesn't look any different. Let's go back over to our analytics. Here we have our programming for everybody getting started with Python. Let's go into the menu and reload this graph. And now we have programming for you. Same number of things, same activity we're talking about, but we've been able to override the name. So that's really powerful. Often we have times where the content that is sending the data is using the same ID for the lesson, like this programming for you lesson, but it's changing the name all the time. So depending on when you're looking at this graph, this label may change based on the latest data that came into the system. And obviously, that is not ideal and can be very confusing. So this gives you a way that if you have that situation or you want to change the names, you can change the canonical values of these items. All right, I think that's where we're gonna stop for today. If you're enjoying these videos, please click the like or subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching and have a good one.